Hello. So this is a very special card pull that I am doing. If you are on my Facebook page, you may have seen the post and picked either the star one or the moon one. If not, and you're watching this now, you can still do that. So these oracle cards, I'm going to show you. Look how cute these are. These little ones. These oracle cards are especially for kids. So if you have a child between ages of birth and 13, this is for you. Now, on my Facebook post, we are choosing one of these cards per child. So if you have multiple children, you can make multiple choices. Now, one card is the star card, so you can pick the star card if you're drawn to that. Or one card is the moon card, so you can pick the moon if you're drawn to that. And you can also have your children pick as well. If they're old enough and you would want them to choose their own card, you can. So these are your choices. Oops. We are choosing between the star and the moon. So just take a breath, maybe pause the video, and choose the first one that you are pulled to per child. So if your child is not with you, that's okay. If you want to just think about them in this moment and think about which card would resonate with them, just pick the card that you feel resonates with that child. So, and then comment below, did you pick the star or did you pick the moon? Okay, so I'm assuming that you picked your card. Now, let's get into what your message is. Let's take a deep breath. Sometimes our children don't have the voice to express to us their needs, the things that they need in their life, or the challenges that they're facing. And sometimes they act out because they don't have those words. So these two cards are going to give you some insight into what your child may be needing in this present moment for their journey. Okay? So just remember which one you picked. So we're going to start with the star card. So if you pick the star card, this message is for you. And you've got tell God and your angels how you feel. Isn't that a cute card? Now, God can be the divine spirit. It can be Buddha. It can be Jesus. It can be Mary. It can be whatever resonates with you and your family. That is what God is in this reading. And angels that surround us all the time. So what this card is saying for your child specifically, there's a couple of different things. The one thing it could be saying is that your child is being connected with someone who's passed over. So maybe it's their own spirit guides, their own angels that are contacting them and giving them messages, and maybe your child's confused and they're not sure what they're seeing or hearing. So you can reassure them that their angels are surrounding them right now, and they're there to love them and to help them so they can talk to their angels. And you can tell them, you can talk out loud to them. Now, if you have an infant baby, just know that your child is being connected by beautiful angels on the other side, and they're there embracing your child, loving your child in this earth, in this world, and they are going to be guiding your child along their own path. Okay? And then the other thing is your child missing someone who's passed over? It feels very strong for that there is a missing, a yearning, a longing to connect to someone who is already passed over, someone that was close to them, someone connected to them. So this is saying to give your child the space and the time and the permission to speak out to those ones that have passed over that they feel connected to. If they're old enough to write, have them write a letter to the person who's passed over, to tell the person how much they miss them and love them. If they're too young to write, then have them draw pictures or even just talk about that person. But just know that your child is longing for that connection, and to connect with that person who's passed over. So give them that space, give them that time, and give them something that they can connect to with that person, so that they know that they can talk to the person who's passed over anytime that they want to, that they're still with them in angel form, and that it's okay, and that they love them and they haven't left them. Okay, so that's if you picked star. I need to drink some tea. Okay. All right. So if you picked moon for your child, this one is sleep and rest. So again, there's a couple of different things that could be happening right now with your child. The first thing that comes to mind is that maybe your child is having a hard time sleeping. Maybe they're having night terrors. Maybe they're not sleeping enough. Maybe they're colicky. Maybe they're having issues falling asleep or staying asleep or waking up too early or even sleeping too much. The first thing that comes to mind for this is digestive issues. It just feels like there's something to do with digestion. It could be something that they're drinking or something that they're eating that just doesn't resonate with them. You may need to look at their diet. You may need to look at when they're eating, and it feels like it's time to slow down the eating process. So maybe teach them to eat a little bit slower. That's really going to help their sleep. That's what's coming. Now, the other thing is that they just feel tired. And in this world, us parents are so highly stressed, and our children are a direct link to us. So if they're not, if you aren't sleeping, if you are stressed, your child is feeling that, and they're feeding off of that energy. So it's going to project onto them and their sleep schedule and the things that they need for themselves. So it's important that you also take care of your sleep. And it's also important that you rest. So maybe at this time, in this moment, you and your child can have some type of routine where you guys can do like a rest period. Maybe not so much a sleep thing. If you don't feel like falling asleep and taking a nap, or your child isn't wanting to take a nap, just lay down with them and talk, and maybe sing some songs, and just do gentle activities, maybe some breathing activities, and just lay there with them and rest. And that's going to help. It's going to help you, and it's going to help them, and it's going to also bring everything back to balance for both of you. And really, it's important that parents are balanced so our children can be balanced. So the other thing that comes up for this card is if you want a little bit of help to help your child with sleeping and balancing and just charging back up in a very good restful state, get some selenite. This stone right here is very, very special, and I recommend everybody have this stone. And you can get it in different forms, like it comes like this form, or you can get it this is smoother. You can also get it in big sticks. There's wands, selenite wands, there's towers that you can get. There's all kinds of things that you can get with this stone. And so this stone is going to be very important for your child's rest and sleep patterns, and yours as well. So you can get this and put it underneath their pillow. You can have them hold it. You can have them carry it with them. You can just have them touch it. This stone is going to be very important for them. So I highly recommend that you look into getting one of these selenite stones for them, whatever form it takes. And maybe even having your child pick one out for them specifically. There's a lot of metaphysical stores that carry these. You can also get them off of Amazon and different websites. I carry them. I have these in stock all the time, different forms of this. I have some wands available. I have the little sticks. I have the big sticks. I even have these smooth ones, so you can order those from me. It's really up to you where you get them from, but it really feels that this is really going to help them. So you might want to look into that. All right, I hope this message has served you well, and I wish you and your child nothing but peace, love, and joy, and have a beautiful, blessed day, and go have some fun with your child. Go do something fun and light and fluffy, and just get away from the stress for a moment and take a breath and just go have fun. Much love and light to you.